This video will provide a tutorial on how to create actions in Natural Capital Region. Once you are logged into the app, to manage your actions, navigate to the Actions tab at the top right-hand corner of the screen. From here, you will see all the existing action libraries within your group. Select your appropriate action library. Now, to create an action, select New and Action. This will automatically take us into the action we've just created. First, we again add the metadata, give the action a name, add a description. We can add any supporting information here, as well as attach any relevant resources or attachments. Once we have completed the description page, you will need to specify the attributes. Heading back up to the top and navigating to the Attributes tab, first, we select our action type. Using the drop-down box, this will then determine which attributes are available in the following sections. If we select Gully Management, we can select the start land type, which would be Gully, and the end land type, Retired. Next, you will specify the default costs, the initial outlay, and the ongoing costs. Then you can calculate the confidence score by completing the following survey. You will observe as you change your response, the confidence score will change. Once you are happy with your specifications, you can move on to your indicators. So making our way back up to the top and selecting the Impacts tab. Now, this is where you specify which indicators are impacted by your action. So you can enable all indicators on and off, or manually turn indicators on or off. You can now also select individual indicators and specify attributes within those indicators. For example, if we select Water Quality and DIN, you can choose to specify the effectiveness type as either an efficacy, a proportional reduction value, yield as a kilogram per hectare value, or fixed load with a total kilogram value. For this one, we will use a yield of 500 kilograms per hectare. You can specify a response time by selecting the appropriate graph, and finally a confidence score. Once you have configured the target indicators, you can move on to the adoption level and rate, heading back up and selecting the Adoption tab. From here, you can either fill out the survey below, which will calculate a peak adoption level and time to near peak adoption level, or you can overwrite the score and manually specify these amounts. So to use the survey, you will just need to respond to the questions below. The adoption rate and level of an action can have significant impacts on scenario outcomes, depending on the particular scenario design. Watch our tutorial demonstrating the scenario creation process for more details. Once happy with your responses, you can scroll back up to the top and see that the score has been recalculated based on the results of the survey. You can also make advanced modifications to your actions. Manipulating the advanced configuration options allows you to provide location-specific variations of a generic action. Consider an action representing an upgrade to wastewater treatment plants. You would only want to have this action considered at locations where these plants are represented. And you might also have slightly different costs and outcomes for different plants. Once you are happy with your action and there is a green tick in the top right-hand corner, you are safe to navigate back to your Actions library. To do this, head to the top left of your screen and select Back to Action Library. Now you can see your newly created action down the bottom. From here, you can continue to make more actions for the Action library and even edit your existing actions by selecting the pencil icon under Actions or just clicking on the action itself. And that is how you create an action in Natural Capital Region.